I just think somebody needed to say this, but the amount of white women on my TikTok right now talking about Gabby Petito and her missing case. First of all, I understand it's a very important case. I literally wrote my senior thesis in archaeology on forensic anthropology, so I understand missing people is very crucial. But if the white women on this app had the same energy they care about this one white woman, the same way that we should care about black women or indigenous women, then a lot of the problems that black and brown people or BIPOC overall would be experiencing would be over by now. So keep talking about this one white woman, but never talk about the others that go missing. Great.
It annoys me that for 44 seconds, this person said nothing. They didn't provide any new information. They didn't even show respect to the person. They sat there and demeaned people for caring. They acted as if it's the perfect time now while they're out looking for this woman because everyone's frantically searching. Everybody's concerned that knows about this. People are out there concerned about this woman, and this person decided it's the perfect time to sit there and let everybody know, hey, you're only doing this because she's white. You don't do this for all the black people who go missing. You don't do this for all the black women that suffer. You don't do this for all the BIPOC people. But if you did, all the issues people face would be over with. And to not even take the time to care because maybe a family member is watching that, maybe a friend, maybe somebody who's actually out there looking is going to see that and see this person sit there and say, you're only doing this because she's white. It's going to ingrain in them that level of hatred for individuals like yourself, the ones who try really hard to spread some form of a message, but it's riddled with hate, and you're embarrassing. And it's funny watching you idiots do this dance of trying to virtue signal, because every time I have to point out something so obvious that you seem to miss it because you're so stuck with your head up your ass that you think you're so righteous. But since you want to be the person that wants to stick up for all black people and stick up for everyone who's suffering and no one cares about them because in your mind they don't care because they're black, I got something for you, you person of color. Chastity Saunders, Demaya Rankin Fleming, Lorea Hall, Major Turner, Davion Tarver, Neandria Dyer, Sequoia Turner, Jayla Hughes, Maya Patel, Therese Bryant, Sasha Johnson. I just named you however many names there are, and I bet you top dollar you don't know not one of them. And guess what? They're all black. They're all the persons of color you care about. You want to know why you barely know about them or probably don't know any of them? It's because they didn't go with the narrative that white person bad, black person innocent. And some of these individuals are children. Some of them didn't even get the chance to grow in this life. So my thing with all you individuals that want to sit there and grandstand and make the world see how woke you are and get everyone to understand that white people bad, and even though you're all suffering and trying to look for this missing girl, you should still feel bad because you didn't do all this and you didn't have this same attention for these black people, even though the only black person anybody seemed to care about that was a woman for the past 6 months was Breonna Taylor, and none of the names I just mentioned. When's the joke gonna end? Because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of individuals sitting here acting as if they're standing for the cause, but when push comes to shove, they're nowhere to be found. I could find you on TikTok. I could find you spouting some nonsense about how oppressed you feel while you're tweeting and making videos from $1,000 phones. I can understand that. But when you're actually going to sit there and be about a cause, it's time to address some real issues. And I know in your pee-wee mind, black on black doesn't exist. It's a conservative talking point. But when's the joke gonna stop? Because I'm getting tired of people caring, and then for some reason someone makes a TikTok claiming that, oh, you're only doing this because this person's white. Maybe they genuinely care. Maybe this person they're out there looking for now, there's somebody that's attached to them, family, friends, even supporters online could be seeing this, seeing that the person is missing and wanting to help find them with limited information that they got, with the few suspects that are out there, with whatever they could gather, they're trying to help. People are limited with their sources. People are limited with their time. They can't see everything, but people like you are expecting them to. So the challenge and the ball is in your court now. Since you want to be the person demeaning everybody, I challenge you. Go to this Twitter account and look at this entire thread of black people done in, no longer on the planet, and why you don't know about that. Is it the evil white television companies, or is it you not paying attention because it's not something that goes with the narrative? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of these silly little antics, these anecdotes, and these weird catchphrases people like to say to get people riled up. You're embarrassing. You don't speak for me. You don't speak for BIPOC people. You don't speak for people of color. You're an embarrassment, because every time you get mad at somebody and try to make it a race issue, there's going to be people like me who give you this list of individuals and ask you, why don't you know about them, hero? Why don't you know anything about what these people have gone through? Why don't you understand how much these people have lost their lives due to something that has nothing to do with a white guy? And you're going to sit there stuck, stupid, and confused saying, because you got nothing past your own fucking narrative, because that's what you wanted to spew. You didn't sit there and try to provide any context. You didn't sit there and provide support. You didn't even put RIP in the weird little tag section. You just sat there and complained that people cared. So what do you expect them to do? Not care or care about everything? It's impossible. You can't expect people to see everything. But because in your mind they're supposed to, the ball's in your court. All these names and more. Why don't you know about them? Why don't you have the time to sit there and look through them and go out in the streets and protest and hashtag them all? Why is it that if I can go across the street, run through the parking lot, and interact with my white neighbor, and I get shot by them, I'm going to be a national hero? I'm going to get hashtag for days. I'm going to get merged. People are going to protest my name. I get shot by my neighbor who lives upstairs. It's just another day. But hey, it's only because people are white that people will take the time to care about them, right? It's only because they're white that they hold any value in your peewee mind. If they're not white, people are not gonna care. And you know what? The backwards ass logic has hit you in the face because you are a person of color. And the people who are gonna agree and write these long paragraphs about how, oh, this person was gone and no one helped, and this person was gone and no one helped. Yeah, just like all these names were gone and y'all didn't even know about it. So how about, to wrap this up, we stop the game of trying to make people feel bad when they care and actually start to give a fuck about people caring. Because if we don't, congratulations, we're all hypocrites. But if we do, we'd actually try to get justice for all of these names and not just the ones that go with our narrative.